Diana.
And I'm Frito.
And we are Martous
Martous
Naturals. We hand make soaps, lotions, and sugar scrubs.
Hello, hello. If you don't already know, welcome to Nolly's World of Productivity, where we share ideas, give advice, and of course, celebrate entrepreneurs. Today, I have a very special company with me. It's called Martous Naturals. I have recently become a customer of theirs, and I absolutely love their product. So go ahead, guys, and introduce yourselves.
I'm Diana, and this is my husband, Frito. We're both CEOs of Martous Naturals.
Okay, awesome. Now, Martous Natural is a soap company, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you guys, I know that on your website, it has like different forms of soap, or you also make body products, lotion, face washes, and things like that, correct?
That's right.
Yes.
We do make body and face lotion as well as sugar scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. I like sugar scrubs. That's going to be next on my list. I do want to know, how did this all get started? Like, when did you realize that making soap was something that you can do?
Ooh.
Okay, so I want to say that, well, growing up, I really didn't have acne issues or skin irritations. It's actually when I got a little older, probably like in my 30s. And so I was just discovering that I was getting a lot of skin irritations on my skin, and I fairly eat pretty well, and I exercise regularly, so I couldn't understand like what was going on with my skin until one day I was like, maybe it's something that I'm putting on my skin that's causing the irritation. So I looked at all the products I was using, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, everything, and I turned over the ingredient list, and I was surprised that some of the ingredients that I didn't recognize. And so, I educated myself, and I asked, like, okay, so what are these ingredients, and why are they in our products? And looking up those ingredients and researching, I realized that some of the stuff that are in the commercial brands have a lot of harsh chemicals that our skin reacts to. So that led me to research on, natural remedies that can heal our skin to bring it back to its natural state. And that's where we got Martous Naturals.
Nice. Okay. That makes sense, because there's a lot of products I've seen and used, and I'm like, I can't even pronounce these words. And I usually make this little joke of like, who thinks of this name? Like,
science-based, so it just made me research them. I mean, we shouldn't be afraid, these words that we can't pronounce, you know what I'm saying? So we have to educate ourselves, learn how to pronounce it, and find out why it's in our products, so that's what happened. And then, I ended up making products for friends of mine and my family. And then we went to a Christmas party, I believe, and a close friend of ours came to me and like told us like, yo, you should really get into Martous, like not Martous Natural, but get into the business of selling your soaps and lotions and stuff. And I was like, really? At the time I had a corporate job. I was like, so making soaps and lotions? Like, nah. You have an idea of stuff. It's like you don't believe that you can make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so used to having this corporate job that just you're comfortable. You know what I mean? So that was an eye opener when she came to us, because then I was like, I talked to Frito about it. I was like, what do you think about this? And he was like, let's look into it. And that's how it all started.
Okay, so let's play this out. You came home one day and was like, hey, honey, I'm going to quit my job and make soap. What do you say?
Oh, I wish it happened that way.
So Diana came up to me and was like, you know what, she really wanted to go into business.
Yeah.
And one thing I do love about Diana is that she is a dreamer. She goes after her visions and things like that. And so I'm more of the like, I love the excitement, and the energy.
He's like, let's take a pause.
Let's pause for a second and let's run the numbers. Like, let's really see, can we really do this? So it ended up being a case like when we did run the numbers, we made it happen. She created the business, and she still did her business and also kept her corporate job for a period of time.
Right.
You know, and then and yeah, exactly. You know, so
we wasn't sure.
Yeah, we wasn't
sure.
And then eventually it turned out into like, I want to do this full time. You know, so what we did is we started living on one salary, and we pocketed all of her salary for, I want to say, 4 to 5 months. And so also it's still something that we're doing right now because we really want everything to be reinvested back into the business to grow and scale it. So we basically said, like, we're just going to live on one salary. Can we do it? Can we live on one salary? And again, all right, let's run the numbers here. Can we live our lives the way it is now? Of course, we had to make some adjustments, like we don't take the vacations like we normally do.
Right, because
you know,
and vacation, we vacation.
Right. Hard. And we're just like, all right, we want this brand really flourish. And we're going to take on pause on really things that we do like in order to really make this happen. So we stopped eating out as much. We stopped the vacations, and we just cut back on those things and just saw what other things that we could cut back on in order to really focus on making the business happen.
Right.
And so that's right now what we're doing. We're just living off of one salary, and just everything that the business is making, we're just reinvesting it back to make it bigger and better.
Right.
You know? So that's what we're doing. So it was a calculated quitting of the job.
Right.
You know, it just wasn't just like that. Now, granted, still, I was like, you sure you don't want to hold on to the job just a little bit longer? Just a little bit. Just a little bit, you know? But Diana, she's a very passionate woman, very artistic, and a hard-working person. You know?
That's right. Let her know.
So this wasn't the first time that she had some wild idea, but carried it out with it.
Right.
So there was a trust with her as well. You know, we just had to make sure, like, all right, if we're going to do this, let's make sure we're doing it right as best as we could.
Right. But even Rich was thrown into that too.
Oh yeah.
Because then we got pregnant.
Right.
You know, and it's like,
congrats.
Well, at the time, thank you.
We do have she's 2 years old now.
But you know, at the time we were starting this business and this journey. It's like, what are we gonna do now? Because you know, now we have responsibility that we have to take care of. So.
Exactly. You know, so that was a unique situation to deal with. Quitting your job, running a business, being pregnant, and having a child all at the same time. So it was interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
And I can see the teamwork. So you guys seem to work pretty good together in making those plans, huh?
You know, she has skill sets and I have skill sets. And
use them together.
Exactly. Put them all in a bowl, mix them up, and make
something great, right?
Exactly.
So exactly how did the name Martous Naturals come along?
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you tell the story, babe.
So it's a combination of our last names. So our last name is Marcelin. And so her maiden name is Toussaint.
Right.
So we took the Mar and the Tous together to make Martous. And that's where the name comes from. We really wanted to be a fusion of both of our families because we really want this to be a legacy that we have for our families.
Right.
And so we
something that we can leave behind for our kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
Exactly.
Know? So.
Nice. You're building that empire.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you guys have the name, you guys are working out the balances of the budget and things like that, which is, it's hard for a lot of people just to dive into their dream and to like give up and sacrifice their things they're doing. And it's good for them to know that you guys actually planned it out. You know, everything doesn't happen overnight. It's a step-by-step plan, and it helps to have someone wonderful by your side that's willing to believe in you. Absolutely.
It does. A big help. I don't think I'd be as far with Martous Naturals if I didn't have Frito.
Nice. So these are handmade products. Like you literally take the time out, sit down, you get the ingredients. I really don't know the steps to making hand soap. I barely mix lotions together. And sometimes I wonder about that. So I'm not going to ask you to go through the steps, but what I am going to ask you is exactly how do you pick, like, what do you want to use to make the soap? Because I ordered the lemon poppy, which I'm absolutely in love with. I don't know why. I just love it. I use it and my whole bathroom smells amazing.
Awesome. Awesome. That's what I like to hear.
I'm really trying to understand, like, how did you decide, like, what, you know, kind of ingredients you're going to choose, or what natural product you're going to choose, or what plant, you know, like, how does that work?
So, I mean, I feel like it just comes to me, like, if I want to design something, you know, I listen to our customers as well. You know, they leave comments like, hey, do you have something that's good for dark spots? Do you have something that's good for tightening of the skin? And all these comments I get from our customers, I just get those questions, and I do the research. I'm like, okay, so we have, because obviously it's a market that I haven't tapped into, right? So that just leads me to, I gotta do research. So what natural ingredients that I can use that help with dark circles, that help with tightening of the skin? So, you know, I start with the base, you know what I mean? So you have your olive oil, those are good for, it's anti-inflammatory for your skin, you know, and you have your cocoa butter, which is good for dark marks and stuff like that. So that's the base where I start, you know, and look for a lemon peel. The properties of lemon peel is good for lightening dark marks and stuff like that. Turmeric is good anti-inflammatory. So that's where I start. I start there, and then I just build from like how other ingredients can help our skin to achieve a, you know, healthier skin.
Now, this is an internal perspective. I'm coming from an external perspective on this here. So Diana has an artist background.
Yeah.
She learned how to draw from a very early age. She also went
Look at
to.
you telling my story.
That's right. He knows the very beginning.
You know, she also was a musician,
Yeah.
and she went to college for computer animation.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's an artist at work here, you know, and you've probably seen that from her different products that she's made.
Mm-hmm.
Also with that, you got to understand, before she went into business, she was making soaps just off the passion and desire of soaps and lotions for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she taught herself, she watched videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
She practiced, she mixed, she messed up.
I messed up a lot.
You know,
but that's okay.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also too, I feel like, me personally, she has a sixth sense for sense. You know, she just knows. So she's the type of person like, oh, that has such and such in it. Oh, that has this and that in it. You know what I mean? Whether it's a meal or something like that. I was like, how do you smell that? He's like, I don't know. Don't you? No, I don't. So I think all those things combined really help to produce what you see, from her artistry to her hard work, to her passion, to her kind of like persistence in really getting a quality product out there for the consumer, to be honest with you, you know?
Nice. Yeah, I saw, I can say that I might have seen the Artisticness in the soap that is actually sold out. It's the roses.
Oh,
It's
Bed of Roses.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I keep looking at it like, wow, that looks beautiful, but it's gone. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I have to wait.
That's popular soap.
It is.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that one because I'm like, these smell so good. And I've only opened one. I have 3, of course.
Wow.
And I only opened one, but they're on my dresser and I can smell all of them. And they just, it's amazing. Like, everything just smells so good to me. So I can definitely see the artisticness in that. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. We want you to have the Martous Natural experience. That's what we want you and other customers who purchase our products. We want you to share those moments, like when, you know, that ooh, ah, like yes, you know, moments.
So how did you feel when you realized like people were actually receptive to what you were producing? I mean, a lot of people start and they're like, I don't know if other people are gonna really like this. So what was the experience of getting it out there and then seeing how receptive other people were to like buying your product?
I was terrified, to be honest. I was really terrified because, you know, you don't know what other people like, you know, and the fear of like, will they like the smell? How would it react to their skin? Like, you know, because you just don't know. So of course I was terrified. You know, I was the last person, you know, you're your worst critic. So I was the last person to be really like on board, like, yeah, our products are good, you know, because I still was doubting myself, you know. So uh it took a while to have what's the word? Not the confidence in my own products. You know, it just took a while for me to say like, okay, these products are good and it does work. And, you know, just putting it out there, we just got to see what happens. And once we were getting great feedback, it made me feel comfortable. It made me realize like, okay, you do know what you're doing, you know, and just keep up the good work and we'll go from there. But I was happy to hear, you know, great reviews that we was getting back. I was happy. What about you, Vic?
I was proud of you. I know in the very beginning, it was slow because you're not, you don't have as many consumers to get feedback from, but every time that we did present it to folks, they enjoyed it. So it made me happy to see her work being received very well. You know, it's kind of like, wow, like you're really getting some good feedback, some great reviews for hard work that you poured into your job, and that you poured into your passion.
Since you do look into the natural ingredients and what they can do, what are some of the things that your products has helped people with as far as skin wise? Like what are some of the things that you've heard back?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I won't say majority of our customers, but some of our customers suffer with eczema. And so we've gotten back their eczema is cured. Their eczema is being soothed because, you know, it's the skin irritation. And so some of our products worked with their skin conditions as far as psoriasis. What else they've told us about?
I want to say the main has been eczema. Has been psoriasis. Oh, our lemon filled poppy, people with dark spots. I've been saying it's been helping them with their dark spots as well.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I've used it for 2 days and I've already seen like my skin is like drying out and dark spots are starting to, you know, fade a little bit. So I'm like, okay. Like, yes. So I can agree with that. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so it's comments that we get a lot on those issues.
Right.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you think would be your next big move with this company? Like, where do you want to see yourself, let's say in, I don't know, 5 years, 5 more years?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
I definitely know where I want to take Martous Naturals, but I want to use Martous Naturals as a stepping stone to a bigger venture that I have in mind that I would like to take Martous Naturals. But I see Martous Naturals not just in Atlanta, but probably in different states. That's what I see.
Yeah. So right now we definitely we don't have a storefront. That's one thing that we do see coming to mind. We have a great dream of just because we're Haitian, you know.
Hey, ça passe.
Hey.
And so, you know, just creating, using the farmland over there to create some of the ingredients that we use in our products.
Definitely giving back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something that we do have in our hearts. And to also be fair trade as well, to make sure that they're being paid properly. Whatever the farmers that we do use though, over there, when we do get that land, that is a dream of ours, to make sure that they're paid properly and so that we're also stimulating the economy over there.
Right.
You know, just to create not only a legacy here, but for our parents' homeland as well.
Right.
You know.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Some people do forget like where they come from and where it started and where they got that education from. You know what I mean? Like, and that is awesome that you actually want to take it back to your country and make some kind of amazing profit for them, not just for yourself. I like you guys so much. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. So I do want to know, which one is your favorite? Which one of these soaps that you make is your favorite?
Oh my gosh, you trying
Can
to
I
pick
say all of them? Because they're all
Man.
just
You have to pick
great.
one. There has to be a one that's
I have to pick a couple.
I love it. Yes. Okay.
I
Okay. Couple.
gotta pick a
We
couple.
go with that.
For me, it would definitely have to be the Haitian soap because of the inspiration behind that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sea kelp. I love the way the sea kelp feels. The smell is amazing. I'm a lavender and mint person, and I just love those two fusion. It's an amazing soap, and that's two of my personal favorites.
Nice. Okay.
What's your favorite?
Nice. So I would have to say one of my favorites. So we have a zodiac collection that she does for all of the zodiacs, you know, and she has an Aries soap that
You picked the wrong one. It's Virgo. It's Virgo.
You're not even the Aries.
I'm not an Aries, but her Aries soap. Aries soap is off the page. And again, it is like picking like a favorite child, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because they're all amazing.
But that's the one that stands out right now for me is the Aries soap, and probably the kokum. So the kokum soap is made from kokum butter, you know, and kokum butter is a butter similar to like shea butter.
I know it's similar to cocoa butter. It's just more, it has a more of a fatty acid content, like more fat for moisturization.
I do like that one, and it also has grape seeds in it for like a slight exfoliation. So that one's pretty nice too. I do like that one. That feels nice.
Sounds like something to try.
She's taking notes.
Right.
I'm gonna have to call you guys later and be like, listen, so I need.
You got the number.
That's right. But I have to say, I'm glad that you like the Aries soap, which means that I need her to work a little bit more in the Virgo soap.
It's coming out soon, girl.
It's coming out soon. It's coming out soon.
That's right. We need to be number one. Virgos are the best.
It will be.
Oh man, but I'm so happy that you guys have like this wonderful project going on. And I mean, you said you want to like teach your child. I know she's 2, but when do you think would be a good age for you to start, you know, dabbling with getting her involved?
I mean, my mom started me off early. Like I was 10 years old when she put me in the kitchen. So maybe sooner than that for her, because she's so at this age right now, she's just so helpful. Like she just wants to help. She wants to smell. Like if I have a soap that I'm cleaning and she's like, I want smell. And I was like, okay. And she would smell shit. Smells good. I was like, what?
You know what smells good.
You know, so it may be earlier than that, but whenever she's ready, you know, I'll be happy to show her the ropes, you know, and this is for her, you know what I mean? So I would love to show her the ropes.
Okay. So I do want to talk about your packaging a little bit, because when it came to me, I was kind of like, wow, this is kind of cool, you know what I mean? And you guys give like a hand note. You literally handwrite your notes. Like, I think that's amazing. People don't even realize how special it is when someone writes you a letter. It means they took the time out to think about it, learn your name properly, like, you know, actually spell it correctly.
Right.
Like, my name is Nalika, and people mess it up all the time. So I was just like, oh my gosh, they gave me a note. Like, I love the soap and everything, and I love the little casings. Look at this. I love this.
Oh, yes.
But I was very excited about the fact that I got a note. I don't know why. That was just amazing to me. So,
you know, I feel like it's a lost form, you know? Communicating with people, handwritten notes is just a lost form.
So who came up with that idea? Whose idea was it to, like, you know, put them in these little soap cases and also add these little handwritten notes?
So, okay, so I know one thing that we're huge on is we want to provide exceptional customer service.
Right.
Exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
We want to harp on that. And we really consider everybody who is part of our community, whether it be on social media or whom Martous Naturals come to contact with, is an extended member of our family.
Right.
Third, fourth cousin, whatever. You're part of the family now.
Right.
You know, so we wanted something to like really make you feel special as part of our family. I can't remember who came up with the idea. Was it
both of us decided to do the writing because we wanted to feel like we're friends, you know what I mean, and family. And it's like we would write notes to our family, you know, or letters, you know, to let them know that we care about them. So I was like, we both was like, yeah, why don't we write a note to them saying thank you? And I was like, yeah, why don't we do that? We should do that. And that's how it started with the notes. As far as the packaging, I don't know if you remember the other packaging that we were doing before. It was a biodegradable
brown
deli wrapping paper.
Mm-hmm.
And that was recyclable. So I love wrapping. I love wrapping. And when we would get big, you'd think like, okay, so who's going to sit here and wrap over 2,000 soaps? So like, I'm not doing that.
She's a wrapping queen.
I love wrapping. I could whip out 100, 200 like this because I'm just that quick. But then, you know, Frito would be like, but you know, babe, you can't do 2,000 soaps by yourself. Like there's got to be a better way. So he thought of an idea like we need to see what we can do with packaging it faster and better. So I was like, okay.
It's to scale the business, basically. Always trying to think doing things quicker and more efficient.
Yeah.
And we always have a mindset of being cognizant about the environment.
Right.
You know? And so in order to scale the biodegradable deli paper, Diana did her great research and kind of like finding like this 100% recyclable cases for the soap.
Right.
Also, the stickers are also.
They're recyclable as well.
The stickers are recyclable as well too on there, you know? So she did her great research for us to kind of like stay along that realm of like, let us really try to be cognizant about the earth, the environment, you know? Absolutely. And so that's how that packaging also came about right there.
Nice. Okay. That's very thoughtful. I like that. I didn't know the stickers were actually biodegradable. I didn't know they were like recyclable. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I'll be more mindful of that. I didn't know. I was just like,
and they have more uses to it as well, because I hold a lot of my jewelry in those boxes, my stones in those boxes. So you can reuse them.
If you like. Yeah.
Okay. I will too. I will too. So, what advice would you give someone who, you know, they have a great idea and they want to take the chance in putting it out there, but they're not really sure what to do?
So, you know, we can really tell our story about that. And I would say, first of all, plan, research, and planning just so that, because one, you still need to take care of yourself, but launching the business takes a lot of investment and takes a lot of energy. And so it may not be profitable for a couple amount of years. So that's where you want to plan and do the research to see like, all right, what can really be accomplished from doing this? And also, it's okay to start small. You know, I feel like in the very beginning, we started off a little bit too big.
We did, yeah.
You know, and maybe we should just start off smaller than what we did. And so that's what I say, start small, plan, do your research, and keep good accounting. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if the numbers ain't making any sense, you know, you just got to keep track of it. Like, how much in the red could I be?
Right.
Are we growing?
Right.
You know, and if we're not growing, why are we not growing? Try to see if there's data that you can see to make decisions as well. And that's what we try our best to do.
Right. And also, to add to that is make sure you have the passion. Because if you going into this business, you're going to eat, sleep, drink this business. You know what I mean? So the passion has to be there.
Agreed.
It has to be there. Because there's going to be times when you don't want to quit. Because there were times that I wanted to quit, you know what I mean? And so you just got to stick it out. If you love it, it wouldn't feel like work, you know? And that's what should fuel you to continue on, even though there's failures up ahead. And it's okay to have failures, because that is what makes you stronger. You know, you get up, you educate yourself, and you move on. And that's how you grow.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly how do you guys advertise yourselves then? Because I mean, you know, of course, like you said, there's going to be failures. You got to watch your numbers. You got to, you know, pay attention to all those things. So during these times where you really can't go outside and socialize with anyone, or you can't like hand-to-hand products, like what did you find was a good way of advertising your product?
So in the very beginning, advertising was done mainly through live events.
Right, live events, markets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, your markets and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the year, we made a decision to like, hey, we need to be more consistent with our social media marketing.
Right.
And we were doing it beforehand, but I felt like we weren't as consistent as we could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we did. We kind of like, hey, we're just gonna try to post mostly every day on different social media platforms, whether it be LinkedIn, even Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok,
Twitter.
and TikTok even,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so not only that, so that's where TikTok came in, just exploring different mediums in order to market. And so that's what we did. Try to be consistent, try to research how other people are doing their social media marketing. And that's really the gist of it, you know, being consistent and doing it all the time, you know, engaging with people when they do leave comments.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
You
that's
know,
a big plus.
Yeah,
Engaging.
exactly. Engaging with them. And so that's what we really try to do. Social media really has taken our company to a whole nother level, along with Facebook ads that we do run. We also made a concentrated effort to contribute more money to marketing.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, we weren't doing that.
Yeah.
And if people don't know about you, they're not going to buy your products.
Right. They're already going to sell your products.
Yeah, exactly. And we came out bright and bushy-tailed that we're just going to come out with a company and the people will buy.
Everybody will love it.
Right. And the people will come.
Right. You know, if you build it, they will come.
Right.
And it's like, you built it and people's not coming.
Right. So that's where like the consistency in social media and in the consistency in paying in ads as well, you know?
Yeah.
I had to educate myself in the paying for ads. So, you know, those things all helped out in really taking our company to another level.
I would agree.
Do you think there's a social media site that is more successful with your advertising than others?
So for us, we've had success in different platforms. Because again, I think it's knowing your audience and seeing if you can communicate a message to that audience on that platform. We've had great success on Instagram. Mm-hmm. We've had decent success on Facebook. We've had amazing success on TikTok. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
You know, but what I did is before I went full tilt on going in on a social media site, I would observe just what people are posting, what's getting a lot of feedback, how are people and companies communicating their messages on that platform to see how can we utilize the same techniques, but to tell our story, you know? So again, it comes back to observing, researching, and then applying your message to that technique, or you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what we did. So I can't say that I've mastered it. I can only say like what we've had success on, you know? And it's just using the communication methods native to that environment.
Right. It might be different for other businesses, depending on what they're offering.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so we're gonna do a test run commercial advertisement
Oh.
right now. So put on your best faces and let's go.
All right.
Tell me exactly what you sell, what it's about, what is Martous Naturals, and go. Here we go.
Cool. So we are Martous Naturals, who makes handmade natural soaps, lotions, and sugar scrubs that will make you feel like $1,000,000. You know, we have things to soothe your skin, to make you give a slight exfoliation.
The Martous Naturals experience.
Exactly.
We are vegan friendly, and all of our products are natural butters, oils, and ready to slather up on your body and feel amazing.
Guys, commercial. So please tell us how they can get in contact with you if they want to get Martous Natural products.
All right. To get in touch with us, you can visit us on our website, which is www.martousnaturals.com. That's MartousNaturals.com. You can hit us up on our Instagram at Martous Naturals. We also have, if you have any questions or custom order info, you can email us at info@martousnaturals.com.
Also, we're on other social media platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok as well with @Martous Naturals.
Awesome. And I have to say, I personally found them on TikTok. So I will definitely, yeah, TikTok works, okay? I will definitely be putting all their contact information and links below. So please do go ahead and check them out. They have wonderful products. They're all natural, handmade, and they smell amazing, okay? If you want a really good smelling shower and a bath, their product is the way to go.
Hey.
Thank you.
I have no
Yeah.
regrets. No regrets at all about my purchase, all right? So if you haven't been here before, thank you for joining Nolly's World of Productivity, and hopefully you will stay tuned with us as we continue to interview other business owners and entrepreneurs that are doing their best to be a productive individual in society. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye.